the smell of burning classics in the morning. Celine, Hansen, Ben, Heidegger, Ernst Junger, Carl Schmitt. It's the smell of liberation. Thoughts of millennia, up in smoke. Life works, myths, ideas older than humanity itself, finally laid to rest. You can hear it from deep within the soft crackling of the old stained and spotted books. Let us go. Let us go. Thank you.
Good morning, Wolf.
Isn't the Honorable Alexander Tropius is a pleasant surprise? Is it the two of us representing justice today?
And could justice be in any better hands? What with the city's best judge and the country's best prosecutor running the show?
I was just enjoying the smell of the smoldering conflagration.
As Schiller said, in a country where the people are burnt out, everyone reads books. In a country where they burn their books, the citizens stay awake.
Yes, but it's been a while since our flames have really raged. Remember when we burned the poets? They must have been able to see that blaze from the moon. Or when Olden's collected works were thrown on the fire.
Yes, the fires from the surrounding towns still rage over their towers at night. Yet now ours does little more than smolder.
Yes, I wonder what that means.
That we are at the forefront. We began the destruction of all artistic works months before the others. Paintings, books, films, etc. Our fire has long prevailed.
And Mahler's glowing embers are carried through the narrow streets, down to the river on the autumn winds. I love this time of year. But I had the most terrible dream last night.
What was that? What did you dream about, Wolf?
Wolf dreamt that he was walking through a cold, windswept town where he had never been before. He was walking along a high, endless wall, growing more and more scared for every step he took. I felt persecuted. I felt as if I had been condemned to death. The wall ended, and I found myself in a large, open square, with a stairway at one end. At the top of the stairway, there was a massive stone symbol, surrounded by flames and flags flapping in the wind. My heart ached and my neck was cold, and I saw now that it was night. Nervously, I reached my hand into my pocket to discover that I had a similar symbol, a little stone W in my pocket. I was petrified. I was as frightened as I have ever been.
You had the symbol of power in your pocket and it scared you. Why? There's nothing wrong with associating power with a single person. A man like you, a judge, cannot represent anything but. An association between power and its people isn't wrong either, as long as the ruling power does not take orders from its people. Maybe you should visit the Oracle for counsel.
The Oracle? What Oracle?
The Oracle at the abandoned amusement park. I often go there myself.
You know, it's been years since I thought about the Oracle. Where is it, you say?
A little way past the end of the electric trolley line.
I know where Alhambra is, you fool, but where exactly is the Oracle?
Yes. Where is it now? Well, you turn down a rather seedy alley by Samson's Pillars. Yes, that's it. Then there's the haunted house, then the House of Mirrors, and then just to the right of the jungle swing lies the Oracle. Or the remains of it. Well, the sign is still hanging, at least. Know thyself, a nickel.
Yes. I remember a woman speaking from behind the screen.
Oh, that must have been before my time.
Yes, I know. You're not from around here.
As we so often mention and then confirm.
You're from the capital.
And then we return to the original subject.
Yes, I remember. At first, it was a real woman behind a curtain, interpreting my dreams. Then there was that dreadful assault, which meant them installing something a little more automated. Something that couldn't be mutilated in quite the same way. And you say I should go out there?
Well, only in jest. Nobody understands our dreams. And in any case, any counsel tends to fall on deaf ears. That is the heart's filthy lesson.
The secretaries on their way to work. Come, look! Truckee, on the plaza. Breasts as ripe as the sweetest melons. What do you say the two of us ambush a pair, eh?
No.
No! I'm quivering with desire.
I'm not comfortable with my sexuality as yet.
Oh, well.
There are still so many unexplored areas of my sexuality, and I wish to understand every vale and gorge of this fantastic terrain before I partake of my sexual debut.
Just tell me when, so I don't risk being on the street when it happens.
I'm currently in therapy with Dr. Varnett, and it is incredibly exciting what we've discovered about my psyche. Mountains of sexual repression, never ending, and as difficult to traverse as the Himalayas themselves. And this incredible excavation, it continues apace.
To think that the state's officially delegated public prosecutor, Alexander Truckee, harbors such secrets.
I'll be damned if they're secrets. I'll share them with anyone.
If only I knew myself as well as you do. But then, I suppose I do. You know my motto.
No.
What do we have on today?
Divorce, a bit of embezzlement, the company scam. What else was there?
Nothing that's going to make me famous, or even keep me awake for that matter.
No, it has to be said that your colleague, Judge Newman, has certainly been the more fortunate with regard to receiving the cream of the latest crop of cases.
Yes, well, he does thoroughly enjoy swallowing the stuff.
What do you mean?
Calm down, calm down. Has he handed down any string-em-ups lately?
Judge Newman has judged impartially and with great wisdom. And yes, there have been one or two string-em-ups, as you so elegantly put it. But this entirely reflected the nature of the crime, and not the nature of Newman.
He's such a stickler. No doubt why he gets all the big cases.
He's good, which helps.
Well, you know my motto.
No.
Well, then ask me what it is, for Christ's sake.
No.
What I don't know about the law, I know about people. That's my motto.
Sounds more like an excuse.
Oh, only it was the evening already. Then, the day's work done, I could go down and throw a little German poetry on the fire. Gives off a lovely heat.
By the way, we do have one potentially exciting case ahead of us today concerning a certain Werner Brown, yes, and an apparent work of art.
Tell me more, Alexander Truckee. Tell me more!
Hello, Mother.
I brought you your lunch. Only the best for my Werner.
Been up to morning coffee with Mrs. Hardwick?
No.
No?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, Mrs. Hardwick has got herself a man, and that has led to her turning up and saying the most vulgar things. So, on Tuesday, I told her that I didn't want to hear anymore and that she should leave.
Mrs. Hardwick has got herself a man. She's 74.
She has.
Mother, please explain this. I'm having trouble understanding. How could this be?
Listen to me, Werner. There is nothing like single women, and especially nothing like widows, such as myself, when it comes to men's desires. Everyone else is waiting to be gagged and chained in an apartment, we know not where. This is Mrs. Hardwick's fate, and it shall be mine.
No, Mother, no.
If I didn't already have a man to look after me, but I have my son.
I love you, Mother.
Oh, I love you. And now I will go home and have my morning coffee alone, with my hat pulled out tight over my ears, because that is what is best for me. Are you owing this today?
Just leave the work and the finances to me, and I'll let you think about the philosophizing.
Yes, it's about a table.
Repair? Order? Type?
Yes, well, it's somewhat complicated.
Oh, you better be on your way, Mother.
Oh, men.
Where were we?
Could I ask you something in complete confidence?
You have my word.
It's come to my attention that one can purchase certain items here that perhaps might best be described as exotic.
Exotic?
Yes, exotic. Well, I've been informed that you sell items both over as well as under the counter that you have a greater affinity with the world under the counter than the world above.
Well, can you keep a secret? Mother thinks I've been putting our money in the banks, but I've been investing it in shares.
Shares?
Yes, I assume this is what you're referring to.
No, I couldn't be less interested in your financial affairs. I'm talking about a certain type of item that you sell.
I'm awfully sorry, but you must be thinking of the previous owner. Unless it's not the puppet that you're thinking about, is it?
Yes.
The puppet,
Precisely. It's well known in Comstock's underground that Werner Brown is the manufacturer of puppets. I've heard that people travel from far and wide to see and admire Werner Brown's work, and that his puppets are used in illegal productions of the classical drama in obscure cellars and attics.
Well, I've only got the one, and it's missing its right hand.
Can I see it?
Do you wish to buy it?
It's for sale.
It is for sale.
It's unique.
It is unique.
It has artistic value.
It has artistic value.
Would you follow me, please?
What's going on? Who are you?